should be middled with that.
I used to tell Karen on this all the time, but I don't know who's doing it, and it's always the same person. But yeah, exactly, it should be that. That's simple enough.
I was in here before I knew I wasn't coming tomorrow.
Yes.
I had a drash ready and everything. And then I combined it with one that I was going to give tonight and then decided that was too long, so I went short.
And I had another moment different from that, but similar in the sense that I bumped into Phoenix the other day. I saw her today too. I bumped into her, and she's just thinking about being ready to do her short reading for November 15th.
Oh yeah, she emailed us about that forever ago.
I said, put it out there for everybody. Thank goodness more clean her reading.
Okay.
The old John was something.
My sister has yet to respond to me. I asked my sister. No, she's coming after her reading. Okay. But she hasn't responded.
So Priscilla's doing the first three. Hamishi is John Henriksen. She's been serving in Lafayette and he's not representing.
And if my sister needs one, so I'll look at my point.
Yeah, that for sure. I know that too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm gonna win the bet. Duncan and I made a bet. He said 23 people. I said 17.
I was like, you never know.
Did April text you about tour reading for tomorrow? Oh, she said she was going to.
I might have been. I was running around with the kids.
If you need her, she's going to be here, so.
Okay. Short answer is yes.
I was going to come, and then I was like, wait, look at me planning ahead. In May.
Yes.
And we should check, because there's some in December, January, February that we put her on so that you and I could trade taking off.
Okay, so
we should go back to that list.
Yeah.
I'm glad she read it.
We're on the go mode since September, forever. Okay, we're not doing Baruch Shamar now.
No, we're in the beginning of the book tonight. Page 5
Let me just make sure this is tuned.
Oh, the pins fell out. It's now just like this.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
That's okay, yeah.
We don't ever use it the other way.
Give me a second, sorry.
Trick or treat. You're here for a treat, right? Shabbat. That's the treat of the week. Yes, and on your way in, you were offered this sweetness. You know, when there's a bar bat mitzvah, we throw candy over their head, and it's this canopy of sweetness. When you show up for Shabbat services on Shabbat Halloween, you just get given the chocolate. We don't even try and aim at you with it. It works better that way. It is a...
It just rolled over. Okay,
I know the table is slightly on
something's askew.
It's slightly slanted. I learned this the other day.
Unlike most things in Portland, it tilts, skews a little to the right.
To the right. We are here to embrace the sweetness of Shabbat and of being together and this time of being present. And now, with the microphone even closer, you can probably hear me better. Oh, oh, am I too loud? Well, those of watching from home, while they're answering the door to trick-or-treaters, can hear better. I had some of our pre-K kids came by my house because one of them's my neighbor. And thank goodness on a whim I bought candy this afternoon.
Oh, nice.
Otherwise it would have been real. I would have been giving them Shabbos candles.
Yeah.
Here, have a tea light.
Here's some cholent.
Here's some cholent. There are worse things than that, but we are here in this time to be together. We'll start with Shalom Aleichem on page 5.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem LeShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
We turn to page 11, Lechu Neranena. Let us walk into this Shabbat with joy.
לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. נריה נריה לצור אישנו, נקדמה פניו בתודה. נריה נריה לצור אישנו, וזמירו נריה לו. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו לכו לכו, לכו נרננה, לכו 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 נרננה. כי אל גדול האדוני, ומלך גדול על כל אלוהים, אשר בידו מחקרי ארץ ותועפות הערים לו. לכו לכו לכו, לכו נרננה, או לכו לכו לכו, לכו נרננה. אשר לא היה והוא עשהו, ויבשת ידיו יצרו. בואו נשתחווה ונכרע, נברכה לפני אדוני עושנו. לכו לכו לכו, לכו נרננה, לכו לכו לכו, לכו נרננה. כי הוא אלוהינו, ואנחנו אמר איתו, וצור ידו. היום אם בקולו תשמעו. לכו לכו לכו, לכו נרננה, לכו 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 נרננה. אל תגשו לבבכם כי מריבה, כיום המסע במדבר, אשר ניסוני אבותיכם, בחנוני גם ראו פועלי. לכו לכו לכו, לכו נרננה, או לכו לכו לכו, לכו נרננה. הרביים של כל מדור, ומרם תועל לבבם, הם לא ידעו דרכי, אשר נשבעתי באפי, מבואו אל מלוכתי.
We turn together to page 21, Mizmor LeDavid. 7 times the word voice is mentioned. This notion that each day is an opportunity for us to use our voice, to speak up, to bring praise, to bring goodness into our world.
מזמור לדוד, אבו לאדוני בן אלים, אבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז. אבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדר הקודש. וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל לבנון, וסיריון כמו בן רמים. כל אדוני חוצם להבות אש, כל אדוני יכין מדבר, יכין אדוני מדבר קדש, כל אדוני יכול לניילות ויחצוף יערות, ובחלו כולו מרכבות. אדוני למה בו ישב, ישב אדוני מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. איי 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 איי
We are here in Shabbat. In this space, we turn to L'chadodi on page 23, these first two stanzas, and then we'll turn to page 25 for the final two stanzas, at which point we will rise before the last stanza and turn towards our entrance to greet the Shabbat bride.
לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבה לקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבה לקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבורך, תשמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבה נקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבה נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם, נעשוך סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Page 25.
לך דודי לקרא כלה, לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי. על יד איש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה, נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, קם בשמחה וצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, לקראת כלה, פני
saddened to learn of the passing of Marina Goldberg. To her family, we extend the words of our tradition. Hamakom yenachem etchem b'toch sha'ar avalei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May the divine comfort you, along with all the other mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Amen. We continue this moment of welcoming Shabbat with the Psalm for Shabbat on page 27.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת ולהודות לאדוני ולזמר שמך עליון בפרוח רשעים כי אוהביך אדוני בקרים על המלאים תשמענה אוזני צדיק אתה אמר יפרח ארץ בלבנון יזכה שתולים בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד נובון בסבע דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא המלטה אדוני מלאכי ולבש עדותיך לנו מאוד לביתך עליו הקודש אדוני לאורך ימים.
Shabbat Shalom. I thought about giving a drash about Halloween. And then I thought about what could be even more terrifying and thought I'd speak about that. So I'm here to talk about the unknown. You're supposed to laugh, right? Oh, thank you for the effect right here. The lights go out. Because this Torah portion lends itself so beautifully to thinking about the unknown. There is a moment or many moments in our lives when the question is no longer, where am I? But rather, who will I become if I take this next step? We feel it, shifting careers or life stages, when we uproot ourselves from something that feels familiar, or even when staying in one place but choosing to live with new intention. Those are the threshold moments, the ones with no map. It's simply built on trust. Lech Lecha, our parsha this Shabbat, opens with the most uncharted of instructions. Lech Lecha me'artzecha, go forth from your land, from your birthplace, the house of your father. Abraham is not given a GPS that tells him his final location in that time. God does not say, here's your destination. Instead, I will show you. The blessing comes after the walking, not before. And this is the first great shift in biblical faith. Not certainty, not proof, but a willingness to become. Avram doesn't know where he's going. All he knows is that the life that he is meant to build is not going to be built from the pieces that he already has. So he chooses movement, not out of impatience, but out of conviction that something sacred awaits if he's willing to step beyond the edges of what he's known. The Torah is reminding us that our lives are not shaped by what we believe in theory, but by what we are willing to walk towards. In Lech Lecha, Avram is called to a covenant that will transform him into Abraham, not a single moment, but through a lifetime of decisions, leaving his home for an unknown future, famine, detours, rescue missions, diplomacy, and mistakes. He finds tension between promises and delays, the renaming of himself and his wife that signals a transformation every step, from uncertainty to hope to moral courage, becomes part of this covenantal story we're given in the Parsha. Later in the Parasha, after a war between kings, Avram meets Melchizedek, the king of Shalem, who gives him a blessing. But the very next verse shows the king of Stone offering Avram the spoils of war. Avram receives the blessing, but refuses the spoils of war, saying, I lift my hand to the eternal. I will not take so much as a thread or a sandal strap. That is the second courageous choice. Not the choice to go, but the choice to stand for something. Avram doesn't confuse victory with righteousness. He models what will become the moral heart of Judaism. Faith is not passive belief. It is ethical courage. It's not enough to walk towards the blessing we learn. We must also refuse the shortcut that undermines our integrity. Avram could not move towards the blessing while simultaneously taking the spoils of war. Lech Lecha teaches that becoming is not a single moment of divine command, but the ongoing willingness to choose again and again and again, the path of purpose over comfort, covenant over convenience, and ethics over expediency. We too are asked today to walk toward a world not yet fully visible, to step into uncertainty with conviction, to build a life not governed out of fear, but guided by our values. Our tradition does not say, have faith and wait. It says, Lech Lecha, have faith and move. This week, may we hear what Avram heard. That blessing is not found at the end of the journey, but rather forged through the choices we are brave enough to make along the way. And by walking, may we be like Avram, as a living testimony that the world is still shaped by those willing to say yes to the unfolding of that which can be sacred. May we go out in the world and bring blessing. May we be blessing, and may we receive blessings from those around us. Shabbat Shalom. And we bring each other into this Shabbat by blessing each other and that which is greater than ourselves with the words of the Baruch Hu on page 39a. You are invited to rise as you're able.
ברכו את אדוני מבורך.
Baruch Adonai Morach le'olam
ברוך
va'ed.
אדוני מבורך לעולם ועד.
You may be seated.
ומעביר יום מביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה. אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המרי והרבים.
There is great love in our world, Ahavat Olam, page 40.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשובנו וקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה. פתחה תסיר עמנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל מאודיך. היו הדברים האלה. ויין שמות ישמעו צדק ישמעו. אהבה. ושמתם את דברי ידע עליכם השם. ויאמר השם, דבר בני ישראל מתי אמר ציצית. אז תזכרו בזה. אני אדוני אלוהיך. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
We turn together to page 44, the words Mi Chamocha, reminding us of what it looks like when we take that walk of courage, whether the one Avram took or the one Moshe led the Israelites in as they left Egypt for their new world.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובנימין בני ישראל, הכנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך הדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה לי אנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר יפדה אדוני את יעקב יעלום יד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני כאן ישראל.
Page 45, Hashkivenu, let all in our world be able to lie down in peace.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, ועמידנו מלכנו לחיים, לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכה שלום. שלומך, שלומך, ותקננו בעצה טובה, מלפניך, מלפניך, והושיענו למען שמך, והגן בעדנו, ויסר מעלינו אויב נבר וחרב, ורע ויגון נשכיבנו לשלום, שלום. והסר שטן מלפנינו, לפנינו, לפנינו, ומאחרינו, אחרינו, 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 ובצל כנפיך תסתירנו, 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 תהיה לשומרנו, שומרנו, שומרנו, ומצילנו אתה, תהיה למלך חנונה ורחום אתה, השכיבנו, השכיבנו לשלום, שלום. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום אתה מאדונם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו וכל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
We rise as we turn to page 46 for the Vishamru, followed by the Chatzi Kaddish.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועל דיברה כאילו וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביום יכול, ובחי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בעגלה, ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. ישמע רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויפעל ויתרומם וינשא ותדר ותעלה ותהלל, שמחת קודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן.
The private Amidah for Shabbat evening, pages 47 through 52. you're still davening, please continue at your own pace. We turn to page 53, Magen Avot.
מגן אבות בדברו מחיה מתים במאמרו אל הקדוש אין כמוהו. לילה 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 דיבם רצה להניח להם לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד. לילה 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 השבת ברך שביעי ומניח בקדושה לעמד ושני עונג זכר למעשה בראשית. לילה לילה לילה
Shalom, page 54.
יגדל מקדש שמך רבה ועל מה דיברה חילותי ומליך מלכותי וחי כל ובימכון וחי לכל בית ישראל בעגלה בזמן קריב מרו אמן. ישמע רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה יברך וישתבח ויפאר ויתרומם וינשא ותדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תשביחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ומרו אמן. תתקבל צלות האור והתהום לכל ישראל קודם בהון ובשמיה מרו אמן. יש לומר רבה משמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל מרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל וכל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן.
We rise for Kiddush, page 55. Safri, all right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'ei kodesh zacher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon inchatanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabat.
Amen. Lechaim.
It's Halloween candy. I don't know if you know. No.
That flavor.
Tastes like a grape skittle. Page 56, Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כאם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא של הארץ. על כן חננו אלוהינו. המלכות שלך היא ולמלך תמלוך בכבוד. כי כתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. This week we observe the yortzites of those listed on the reverse side of our handout this evening. If you are here observing a yortzite, we invite you to rise and share the names of loved ones you hold in your hearts this evening. Muriel Tarnoff. All those in mourning or observing a yortzeit are invited to rise and join with me for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitzkadal v'yitzkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach kirutei ve'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam omei almaya, yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yitalel shmei d'kudasha b'richu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya, V'chaim alinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Alinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. May their memories be for a blessing. You may be seated. Shabbat shalom. Yishkoach to Cantor Buton for leading with me tonight. Tomorrow morning services are at 9:30 a.m. in here. Cantor Buton and Rabbi April will be leading services. Additionally, we have all of our youth programs that happen on Shabbat happening tomorrow. There is so much coming up for our community. Few things to note. I want to make sure you all saw that in your Sidurim tonight was the handout for our food pantry. As we've come to know, starting tomorrow, SNAP benefits and other really essential services will continue to be delayed, and there are those in our community who rely on them. Neve Shalom, for almost a year now, has had our own food pantry serving our congregants and our staff who live in food insecurity. We know that that need is continuing to grow, and we are doing all that we can to fill that need. If you have the ability to donate either financially or goods to the food pantry, we are always accepting them. We are on a case-by-case basis moving outwards into the Portland Jewish community, as we know that this is a time where we can step up. Additionally, if you find yourselves in need of other resources, please let me know. We have some other funds that have been donated community-wide to help support those in our community during this challenging time. In joyful news, we all need some joyful news. Next weekend on Sunday, we are hosting incredible comedian Phoebe, whose show is Too Fat for China, a comedic look at the agony of adoption. It is, from what I've heard, she's phenomenal, and it's going to be a very good time to come together and laugh. We all need some joy in our lives. On the opposite side of that, Israel 360 is hosting the next day, on Monday the 10th, Eye on the Media, the World's Obsession with Israel, with Gil Hoffman from Honest Reporting. We'll be here giving a talk. We've got this coming week our in-person drop-in grief group happening. And then of special note, next Shabbat is Simcha Shabbat. If there is a joyful moment in your life in the month of November, we will be celebrating that joyful moment. The Shabbat after that is it's highlighted on here, Or Chadash, a new light, Rabbi Posen installation weekend. I know very little about it other than Cantor Vitone has been working with a great team to put together a wonderful weekend for us all. It is meant to be a celebration of all of us and what is the powerful incredibleness that is Neve Shalom. And then the third Shabbat of the month on Friday night, since you're here, you are Friday night people, November 21st, the third Shabbat of the month, services are at 7. That's a p.m., not a.m. The third Shabbat of the month, November through May, we will be having a later service that is voices only. There's been a groundswell of folks asking either for a later service or for a voices only service, so we smashed it together. And 7 o'clock, the third Friday of the month, we will be having just the third Friday of the month. No instruments, no guitar, no other instruments. It's going to be the voice as the instrument. It's still going to be, it's using our voices in that space. We're trying some new things out here, which is what we have this space to do because we are an innovative space, yes. So, on that note.
When is Gil Hoffman coming? He's coming in person?
November 10th.
Okay, because I interviewed him for my podcast once, and he was excellent.
I met him in Israel when I was there 2 years ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent, and every time I hear him, it's depressing, as you said, because he highlights the lowlights of the press coverage, and I remember what started Honest Reporting. When he started it, it was this image of, and then I think it was the New York Times, and it's Israeli soldier with a poor Palestinian bloodied person underneath, and he's like this, and it says on Temple Mount, Israeli soldier beats Palestinian. And you can see in the background, there's a gas station. It's not.
There is no gas station on the Temple Mount.
It wasn't the Temple Mount. It was entirely made up narrative. This was like 20-something years ago, or maybe more now, and it was an actual Israeli who was being attacked by Palestinians, who was all bloodied, and the soldier is there the armed person is there to protect him and try to defend him. So they had the story all wrong, and that initiated their eye on the news, and it's good to
so you'll come laugh on Sunday.
I'll come laugh on Sunday.
You'll come to that on Monday,
yes.
And then the next weekend we'll all celebrate.
Another simcha, by the way, something that it just happened the other day in the morning. In the morning, I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but we had a bris.
We had a baby. We had a bris at Morning Minion this
Rabbi
week.
led the service, and it was really nice to have
new baby in
that.
our community. We like the good things.
Happy things.
Take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have.
Facts of life.
Neve Shalom.
211. We're going to go to Adon Olam.
211. We are doing Adon Olam tonight, page 211. Following that, I'll make Hamotzi.
And I'll do it voices only. No guitar for this one. Let's see if you can handle it. 211. Adon Olam Asher Mala V'terem kol Yetzir Nivra Le'et Nasa V'chevtzo kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Imloch Nora Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Hove Ve'hu Yeh B'tif'ara Ve'hu Echad Ve'en Sheni Le'amshin Lo Le'achbira Ve'li Reshit Ve'li Tachlit ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גואלי. צורכב לי בעת צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, בידו אפקיד רוחי, בעת אישן מהעירה, ועם רוחי גוויעתי, Adonai li velo ira. Amen.
Still round.
Oh, man.
Baruch atah Adonai Motzi lecha min haaretz.
Amen. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. All who are hungry,
I think we have enough challah for everyone tonight.
yes, since our children are not here.
Take a couple of pieces, John. Please do. There's enough there. I don't know why it's still round. I'm shocked that we still have round challah.
Thank you, Rabbi.
My pleasure.
Pony your eyes for your induction, that's what I really want to know. Are you going to pony right into this?
There's gonna be chicken fingers and french fries,
That's pretty close to pony right.
right? Chicken fingers and french fries. What could be bad? Shabbat shalom.
What is the, what is the drop-in grief thing? What is it?
Drop-in grief group. If you are experiencing any kind of grief in the last 12 to 18 months or so, an opportunity to talk with others. I'll be there.
What day is it?
Wednesday night.
Once a month or
Once a month, the first Wednesday of the month.
Okay, so Willow lost her mom now, so she's lost both parents in less than a year.
Tell her to come. I'll be there.
Okay, so next Wednesday. Or,
This coming Wednesday.
yes, okay, all right. I'll try to see if she'll come.
The 5th? The 5th.
How many you should show up out of curiosity?
4. 7. It is. It's meant to really be.
Too many people would throw her off.
No, it's usually about 4 to 5. Is our average. We started it last year, and the clergy rotate through, so I'll do the first one. Our first grief group is this week.
Oh, I see.
I wish they had that when,
Right when you needed it.
Yeah, when your brother.
yeah, I think everyone needs it.
And I suspect that a lot of people could benefit from it, aren't taking benefit
Yes.
from it. I don't want to put it on them. They may not be aware, they may not feel it's the right thing for them, it may be wrong, they may be right. It's hard to know.
I'll ask her.
It's hard to
Yeah.
know,
I'll also ask her.
but I know I ended up
Maybe
seeing a
if you-
grief
Yeah.
counselor.
She feels comfortable with you. I'm just trying to
But
figure
it was
out.
worth it.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Good seeing you.
Thank you again.
Nice.
You gonna bring the challah home to the
I don't know if that, it's nice to leave it sometimes for like Andy or.
Or Carolyn.